The weather is starting to get kind of cold and it's supposed to be freezing Tuesday, so I need to start thinking about harvesting things out of my garden. First thing I'm going to harvest, I guess, as soon as I get the chance to today, are these peppers. And these are banana peppers right here. And it's got to be at least 10 or so on this particular plant right here. And they're big and I think they're ready to be harvested. Also on this next plant, I got jalapeno peppers. And it's got to be at least 10 or 15 on this plant right here. You can see some of them, and the color of the foliage keeps you from seeing others, but trust me, there's a lot and you'll see more when I'm harvesting. This other one also has a pretty good amount of jalapeno peppers on it. Now I don't want them to freeze, and although I would love to see them stay on here till they got red, I don't think that's going to be possible. And then last but not least are my habanero peppers. And these are the really hot peppers right here. So I'm going to need to harvest those also. But that's not all that I have to harvest. I also got to harvest, and I don't have to, but I think it's about time because they're ready, are all the satsumas off this tree. This year is the first year I've seen them manage to get this color on the tree. Usually they're still green by this time. This year I did something different. I added a fertilizer to the base of the tree about 2 or 3 months ago, and it seems to make all the difference in the world because the satsumas are numerous and they are big, and it's going to take a while to get all the satsumas off this tree because they're all over the place. And this may be the only thing that I can get a chance to harvest today before it gets dark. I don't know. But in the garden area, and more importantly, what I have to harvest are the tomatoes, because the freeze will kill the tomatoes. So I need to make sure I get them out definitely before Tuesday night. And I got some pretty decent tomatoes here. This is one tomato bush right there. There's 3 tomatoes on it right there. And you can see all the tomatoes right there on it. There's about 6 tomatoes right there and other tomatoes down there. And they got some little bitty tomatoes I know would never grow. Just kind of plant them too late. You can plant a fall garden, but I need to remember in the future to plant the fall garden before the fall comes. And this one right here has tomatoes on it. There are 2, 3 more right there, and more up there. And as you can see, other things are going pretty good. That's my lettuce, it's going good. And that's my kale, it's going good. The blueberry bush that refuses to bloom, but I suppose they'll get around to it later on. And my mustard greens are still looking good. I got longevity spinach on this side over here with them. No, excuse me, that's Okinawa spinach on this side over here. On the other side of the which with the mustard greens are the longevity spinach. And I planted the longevity spinach, Okinawa spinach, because although you can cook them, they're best to eat raw. They're good for things like blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, and so it's claimed. So I usually eat about 4 or 5 leaves of each one of those every morning. This is my radish, which is pretty good. Not that anybody eats radish, so I don't care if it grows or not, but I did as a lark. My Swiss chard, I've taken it all out and used it for salad. It's growing back, so that's a good thing. But this Swiss chard is that beet. I think that's beets right there. And I don't know what it's doing. We shall find out. Over here are cauliflower plants, and they're doing pretty good, most especially that one right there. Now that is a Swiss chard for sure right there. And then over here, even though it's water soaked, my Brussels sprouts, they look okay, and I think they'll be alright. This takes a while for them to grow, and hopefully it'll dry out pretty soon, so they grow even better. And then up here are my cabbages, and the wet weather may get to it, but I think that they'll spring back and they'll be okay. And over here, I planted marigolds in between the tomato plants because I heard that the marigolds help keep away the pests of tomato plants. So the marigolds are growing well. And I got some tomatoes here I got harvested. Even this raggedy little tomato bush has about 3 tomatoes on it. That one has a tomato on it, and one on the end has a very little tomato on it. This is the only tomato plant that didn't produce a single thing right here. It just kind of wasted space. Even this little bitty one right here has about 3 or 4 tomatoes on it. And this one, this stick, has a tomato on it. This tomato bush right here is full of tomatoes, which I'm gonna have to pull off, because these tomatoes have got to come out before the weather gets. And I'll put them on the windowsill on the kitchen table in front of the window there, and hopefully they will ripen up, and I can use them for salsa, maybe a little sriracha, and I may even get bold and try to make tomato sauce for some of them. Another one with plenty of tomatoes on it. And this one also is full of tomatoes, big ones and little ones. And the bushes went to the ground, and you can see the tomatoes that are down here on the ground. They have to come up also. I should have picked it up a while back, but I didn't get around to it. And this is another tomato bush. You can see tomatoes right there. See a couple of tomatoes right there, and see tomatoes right there in the bottom, and some right there also. It's full of tomatoes. And then this bush right here, it also has plenty of tomatoes right here. Go around the other side, and you can see all those tomatoes right there. See the tomatoes right there, and the tomatoes right there. So that's the stuff that I have to harvest this afternoon. My herbs are pretty much done for the season, but there's some parsley which I can use. There's some shallots which are good and have a marigold going in them. Chives are okay. A little bit of the green basil is there. The lavender still hanging on. Mint, that far corner over there, still hanging on. Purple basil is going on. And I think this is rosemary right here, so I'm going to pull that rosemary off today, along with some of the chives and the onions, because I'm going to roast the chicken, and I can use that in the roasted chicken. And then I got some sage right here, and the sage will go good in the chicken also. So, but basically, that's the garden plan today, is harvest tomatoes and harvest peppers, and also harvest satsumas. And I'm gonna let the greens kind of hang on and hang out and chill until Thanksgiving. Pull them all up then and make a nice mess of greens for Thanksgiving. Then I'm gonna pull this entire garden up, and then I'm gonna do a major renovation on it and make it so that it looks a lot neater than what it is right now. It's productive now, but it's not productive to the extent that I want it to be, because I'm still learning. Anyway, that's my garden. Bye.